Angela, it's great having you here today and talking about this regression that we did together. So thank you for sharing your experience. I'm just wondering why you came for the regression in the first place.
Let me see. I had a rash on both legs and I had worked on wanting to heal that for about 9 months by using a couple of different creams. It looked a bit fungal. I'd used an antifungal, been to a doctor. It wasn't budging, and I just knew inside me that this was interesting. I had to go deeper into myself to explore and find out where this came from.
So somebody told you about me?
So I heard about you from a close friend, and I've had regressions before and I know they work and they're good, and you just felt right. I hadn't met you, however, it felt good. So I rang you up and I had it on both legs. It was getting bigger. It came out after 3 colonic sessions, so it was related to that according to the colonics lady.
And who were you in that past life?
I remember being a male with black hair and dark skin, and I realised I was in India. I was out foraging for food for my family. However, suddenly I noticed a bush and it was moving quite a bit. So I thought, that's interesting. And I was just watching this movement when all of a sudden, from the opposite side, behind me, I heard a rustle and something moving, and it came up, and it was a huge snake. It was a python. And it wrapped around my legs, started there, around this very spot where these scaly rashes were on both legs. So in hindsight, after the regression, I realised the connection. But in that moment, it was wrapping around me and started to come up. And I remembered and had the realisation, if only I'd had my knife. I'd loaned that to a friend, he hasn't returned it. I was actually feeling angry and quite helpless. I figured that might have given me a chance to ward off this huge python, and no knife, all I had was my hands. I fell forward, I was on the ground. This thing really got a hold of me. It wrapped right around my body, all the way up. I could feel it, and right up and around my neck, till it strangled me, and I actually died. On the moment of death, I had the realisation that if I hadn't loaned that knife, I would have had a chance. I left my wife and 2 kids. I was very upset about that, and I didn't have my knife to help defend myself. And I'd loaned that to this friend. So I was actually angry. I could see myself on the ground, the body, and I had the realisation, don't give away things or don't loan things that you need yourself. And I've done that a lot in this life, Karen. I took that with me, and I've come in to learn that somehow. In this life, when I look back over many years, I've been a giver. I've always given, built an orphanage in India. I sold a house to help build a house and school there, all at the detriment of myself, really. And after having this regression and realising what the snake episode was telling me, that I've repeated that pattern, if you like. It's been a pattern. This lifetime is the time now where I've had to realise that and change it. So as soon as I got that rash instantly started to shift, lighten, heal. And this regression and the healing of that rash very quickly was showing me that, yes, I just had to stop giving so much and learn to give to me more. And it's not selfish. We're probably all taught that it is. However, we've got to fill our own cup first, take care of ourselves. So major learning experience, and fascinating to realise that that rash, one of them on my left leg was actually like a spiral, like a snake, and it was scaly, and the one on the right was bigger, but it was very scaly. So to me there's no doubt in my mind that that's what that regression has helped me with. It taught me since then. I've had to look at what I'm giving. At this stage of my life it's like, yes, I get the message, I get the lesson. Hopefully it's not too late.
Thank you, Angela.